back in my workshop again. Over the past few days, I've made a lot of different stone pieces and sinks, so there's a huge amount of dust everywhere, covering almost everything. First, I take the pressure washer and start cleaning a big pile of old stones that at first glance seem completely useless. I wash away years of dirt and dust to see which ones still have potential and can be given a new life. In this pile, there are many pieces of granite of different sizes, exactly what I need for today's simple idea. One piece in particular catches my eye, solid, dense, with good structure. Today, I'm going to turn it into something simple, useful, and at the same time, beautiful. And now the chosen piece of granite is lying on my table. Today, I immediately start shaping it. There are no strict standards here. I work by eye, the way the stone itself suggests. This time, I don't want to make it perfectly smooth. I want it to still look like a natural stone, the way nature created it. Since the stone is a bit larger than I imagine the final piece, I begin knocking off the excess chunks along the edges with light but sharp movements. Before each strike, it's important to choose the right angle and hit quickly but carefully so I don't accidentally split the whole piece. Hammer and chisel are my main tools at this stage. Friends, if it's not too much trouble, please write in the comments where you're watching this video from. I'm always very happy and excited to read your messages and see how far the story of one simple piece of granite can travel, and how many wonderful people around the world are united by their love for handmade work and natural stone products. When the side faces have taken their final shape, I pick up the angle grinder and make two parallel cuts, one on top and one on the bottom of the piece. The bottom part will be slightly larger and as flat as possible for good stability of the future dispenser. The top part will be a little narrower so the piece looks beautiful and aesthetic. The cuts come out clean and precise. Now the stone is already starting to show recognizable contours. The visible outer part of the piece already has an almost finished but still rough look. The next thing I'm going to do is drill a hole in the top with a diamond core bit, where the dispenser mechanism will be attached. I take the hammer drill, the core bit, and water. This is the longest and most monotonous stage, where you need to put in some effort and slightly wet your sneakers. I work slowly and carefully so the hole turns out even and accurate. When the hole is completely ready, the next thing I plan to do is give the top part around the hole a final, beautiful, and polished look. First, with a regular angle grinder, I lightly round the edges. Then, using polishing discs, I bring the surface to a smooth and shiny state. This will be the only part of the stone where the human work and careful finishing will be clearly visible. The rest of the faces will remain more natural and rough. Now the stone has completely taken its final shape and form. All that remains is to combine it with the dispenser element. For that, I simply glue the top part using black silicone. It matches the color of the black granite perfectly and bonds the plastic to the stone extremely well. The connection turns out strong and neat. Now just take a look at how this piece of granite, which would seem useless to an ordinary person, has found a new life and turned into a beautiful, aesthetic liquid soap dispenser. I specially placed it in the interior next to the black sink I made recently. They look great together. If you liked the idea of a simple and stylish granite soap dispenser, hit like, write in the comments which color of stone you like the most, and share the video with friends. This really helps the channel grow and create new, useful, and beautiful things from stone. See you soon in the workshop.